Yo, what is up, guys? Trying to get a good angle. You know, the lighting. I'm trying not seem like a crazy angled camera guy, whatever. I don't know, but um, it's all Gucci. One Piece. Pretty good. Pretty entertaining. Always informatic, full of info. Let's go ahead and talk about it, man. Last chapter we had Don Flamingo. He pretty much was crucified. You know, he was. If you look at his position, he's like hung up like Jesus, and I thought he was out for the count. I thought Birdcage was gonna go down. They're all gonna celebrate, but apparently Don Flamingo, he is a. I don't even know how to explain it now. I thought he was like a damn tank. He's just levels above. You know, he's planet Namek, man. He can take it all, man. I'm sorry, but he's a sturdy motherfucker. He's a cockroach. You know, when a nuke happens, cockroaches, they can still live through a nuke, and Don Flamingo's just a god roach. I don't know how to explain it, but we have Don Flamingo. You know, he can walk still, and Luffy. We find out the drawback of this power. So Gear 2, you lose part of your lifespan. Gear 3, you shrink. You turn to a midget for about who knows how long. Gear 4, if you look at the panel, he's like, oh no, all my powers ran out, and it looks like Luffy just took like a huge like bong rip, dude. Like, you see all this smoke, just like, like he just took like the hugest bong rip ever, man. And pretty much they said he's just weak or something. Like, his hockey needs to regenerate. He can still walk around, but I don't think he can fight. I think I heard bones crack. If you see in one of the panels, it says like crack. Was that his bones cracking or something? I don't know. But pretty much he just said for 10 minutes I need to recharge, you know. So I think it's kind of like a Kaioken, like from Dragon Ball Z. Kaioken, I always love using Dragon Ball Z references, but yeah, Kaioken was where you get the multiplayer strength for a good amount of, like, for a short spurt of time, and after that you'd feel pain pretty much. So everything costs something, you know. Nothing comes without a price, pretty much. And for this part, Don Flamingo, he's walking. He wants to kill Luffy, and also we see Burgess. Yes, where have you been in the past? This whole arc, you know. And I heard a couple theories about how he's just stealing fruits from other people, from some side characters. You know, there probably is a couple fruits out there. If I was him, I'd take like the art fruit from the Jorah from Don Flamingo's group. I'd take the art fruit. You probably take Sugar's fruit too if you want to, and you know, just take Sherry's fruit. No, she's a good guy, but still, Burgess just been on the hunt pretty much. He's been on the down low. He's been just chilling in the cut, man, in the cut, and we finally see him. Oh, Luffy. Oh, I could take this guy's fruit since he's about to die, since he's near death. Well, it looks like he's near death, and you know, Don Flamingo walking to Luffy, Burgess about to go to Luffy, and then, you know, there's also someone mentioned how Burgess, he was behind Law and Cabbage Boy, and then he's going to ignore the opportunity to get Law's fruit in order to get Luffy's fruit. So I mean, are you scared of Cavendish or something, or what happened, man? But anyway, Luffy, he's pretty much like tired of shit right now. It looks like he just ran a mile. He's on his ass, man. He's just like exhausted, pretty much. It exhausts you. That's what the power up does. And we see the tournament announcer guy. You are a legend, man. You are legendary. And he comes up to Luffy. He's like, hey, man, I'll do whatever you want. You are such a good fighter. I respect you. I love everything you do. And then tournament announcer guy, his name is Gantz. We know his name Gatz. I'm sorry, Gatz. I'm sorry, I was confused with a manga called Gantz, but Gatz. And he's like, hey, man, I'll stall for you for 10 minutes, man. I got you, man. All these people used to fight in tournaments, we got your back, man. So they're going to go ahead and charge at Don Flamingo. Don Flamingo's probably just going to fodder them anyway. Just put them all against each other or something. Not, who knows what Don Flamingo does. He's probably going to wipe them off the map pretty much. And you know, these guys, they're willing to risk their lives for Luffy. That's very powerful from Luffy. You know, he hardly knows the guy. They hardly know him. So the ability to put your life on the line for him is just amazing on both people's ends. And they're just both trying to make a change for the country, trying to get rid of the birdcage overall. So they all have the same goal. So they're just working together. And as I said earlier, Mihawk mentioned how Luffy's biggest power is to turn people to his side, to make allies, a whole bunch of allies. That's truly is a strong power. And we come to Burgess once again. He's finally sees Luffy as an open target, just like a big platter of like meat, like, oh my, it's a Thanksgiving dinner. It's like $100 bill just dropped on the ground and goes up. And then all of a sudden, boom, Sabo came in. I thought they're going to save that because it was kind of predictable because Koala called in Sabo, but it became kind of predictable. But I didn't expect it to happen in this chapter. I thought Burgess was going to charge at them, and then next chapter, then you see Sabo like, oh, what's up, Luffy? Where have you been at, man? And it's like, oh, Sabo, thank you, man. But overall chapter was pretty good. I loved it, And I have a short attention span. I don't like when I talk for like 10 minutes straight. So I will see you all next week. And hopefully we'll see a three-way match or something. Sabo, Burgess, Flamingo. Who knows?